gay ass, very faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. So my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you. Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck your gay ass, very faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. So my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hello, beautiful people. How are you today? This is the second broadcast today. This is the adjustment part 2. Now, if you're following along, I explain a little bit about what they do about the adjustment. But since I did the first part of the video, I found some Japanese military websites. So I'm sure they'll be headed here to Mexico right now, because this is the single-handedly most important thing to Japan, because I want to save my Asian brothers and sisters. Whether they be Japanese, Taiwanese, Vietnamese, Chinese, it doesn't matter. Now, the fact of the matter is, I want you to understand about the adjustment and how the massive mechanism works. But before that, I want you to understand why Japan was attacked. Japan was attacked because Japan was making investments into America and made over $500 trillion in investments in a few years. So then the Red Dragon Society came down and said, okay, Asian man, we don't want you investing in America anymore. So the Japanese are discreet, and they said, okay. So they started investing in Europe. Another few years passed by, and guess what happened? The Japanese just happened to make $800 trillion in assets. So then the Red Dragon, the Nazis, the Rothschilds, the Windsors, the KKK, the Satanic Witchcraft Order comes down and says, hey, Asian man, you can't invest. We don't want you investing in Europe anymore. You're making too much money. You're making us look bad. So then Japan, they was just like, what the fuck? Where are we supposed to invest? In our own Asian countries, which pretty much, operate and control the whole freaking industry as is, because everything is either made in Japan or China or Taiwan. Let's be honest. So that's basically what they're saying. That's basically, in a nutshell, what the Red Dragon said was stick to your own kind and invest in your own countries. So Japan said, no way. And guess what happened? Japan is hit with H.A.A.R.P at one of their nuclear facilities. None of the government officials will admit to it. Everybody is trying to deny all the things that happened, but it was H.A.A.R.P. There were videos on YouTube, but YouTube took them down, that had Japanese people in Fukushima saying that they saw a big, huge flash of light before the earthquake happened. Now, that was H.A.A.R.P. Now, H.A.A.R.P builds up in the ionosphere, basically an microwaved energy ball that is bounced around from HAARP to satellites and then focused on over one specific point. And then that energy is dispersed in the ionosphere, and then the Earth's magnetic field is disrupted. And then when you do that, what naturally happens, say, when lightning hits a tree? If it was a powerful enough lightning bolt, it could split the earth open. But the US government and the Red Dragon have basically utilized microwave weapons to basically do the same thing, but not split the earth open. To release a charge that's going to hit the water and then make the ground shake to compensate for the pulse that it's hit with, and then it'll cause a tidal wave. Japan knows these types of weapons are very real, but they're discreet about it. They're trying to save their people. Well, this is to Japan. I want you to understand my apparatus and with my frequencies that I'm actually using on myself right now. Let's just say, okay, the radiation detox doesn't kill the radiation in the water. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't kill the radiation in the water. But guess what? On the upside of this invention, it can still be used on people. Because which I know it will, but if the radiation detox doesn't kill the radiation in the water, it'll kill the radiation in the people. So not only does an apparatus need to be built like this, a suit, a portable suit needs to be built, transmitting this frequency so the guys dealing with Fukushima won't get radiation poison. Do you know how vital this technology can be used for? It is immeasurable. And not only that, you can also have this frequency being transmitted throughout all the towers in Japan or Fukushima to heal the people from radiation poisoning every day, every minute. Not to mention there are other frequencies that I've made to heal the body quickly through RF frequencies that are being transmitted through the air and that affects you on a molecular level. It's basically the same thing the US government does with Tempest and H.A.A.R.P, trying to jack into everybody's DNA and fuck with everybody's DNA on a molecular level using this, but mine is the opposite. It's used to heal, and heal quickly. So let's get into the mechanism and how the US do the adjustments. Now, I want you to understand it is a very, very tricky scientific thing that they do. Echelon. Echelon serves the purpose of being jacked into everybody's cell phone, everything you use for communications. Tempest. Tempest specifically is used for specifically jacking into your electricity. Tempest is a electricity hacker. They took Nikola Tesla's "I'm going to give everybody free electricity" and totally perverted it. Tempest is like an electric hacker virus. To put it simply, if you use electricity, if you have electricity, Tempest can go into that electric current, and with a Tempest program, they can see everything on your TV. They can see everything you're looking at on your computer. They can basically see your body through a Tempest readout of the electronic magnetic field. I really want you to understand this, people. This is what they do. So Tempest, this is what Tempest is designed for. Now H.A.A.R.P is an electromagnetic microwave weapon that the U.S. government says that they use to communicate with their underground bases and high encryption. Bullshit. It's a weather weapon. And what do I mean by a weather weapon? It's a weather weapon that they used on Japan for the Fukushima tidal waves, basically, to make it look natural. Another time when they also used it was during Obama's election, when the Senate for the first time was going after Obama. And what people don't really know about when New York was put underwater by H.A.A.R.P is that the Senate at the same time was trying to go after Obama to impeach him. And then Obama said, "You can't impeach me. Oh, look, New York's underwater. And look, everybody voted for me. See, they love me." So I want you to understand, this was another one of their adjustments. See, their adjustments can come in many ways. They either use weather to take the attention from something that needs to have attention on and cause a major catastrophe. They can use time shifts, which they shift time. I'm not kidding. Or they can use, basically what I want you to understand is, how can I explain it so everyone can understand? They can basically use Tempest to brain wipe everyone. And what do I mean by brain wipe? I mean literally wipe your mind with Darpa. Now, if you understand what Darpa is, Darpa has neurological monitoring, brainwashing mechanisms. Darpa was built off MK Ultra technology. Darpa can literally, they try to brain map everyone. So if they need to do like the massive Men in Black, hey, look over here, that little flash wipes your memory, Darpa can do that because they have everybody's brain mapping. They can do this massively. Okay, is everybody watching the cell phone? Everybody radio? RF frequencies? Okay, boom. That's Darpa. In sync with Tempest. In sync with H.A.A.R.P. In sync with Echelon. This is how they do it. And now, American government, I'm going to go after your number one boy, Russia. Listen up. Take everything I've just explained to you. And I know your computer guys and I know all your IT guys are saying, oh, they can't get into our systems. We've got firewalls. Well, I have a question for them. Have you ever heard of Edward Snowden? Now, I want you to understand the U.S. government doesn't ever put anything on TV that doesn't serve their purpose. Now, the British, NSA, CIA, MI666, Wicked Queen of England, BBC, NBC, ABC, American Broadcasting Company, they own it all. TNT, Mr. Ted Turner, he's the biggest part of it. Nothing gets put on these networks without serving a purpose for them. Now, Edward Snowden served so many purposes, he was like killing so many birds with one stone, so to speak. Number one, he took all the attention from the Bradley Manning trial. I want you to see how Edward Snowden was so planned out, Russia, and you're so fucking stupid if you don't listen to me right now. That's number one that Snowden did, okay? Because Bradley Manning, he broke some serious shit through WikiLeaks, which is also part of them. Let's be honest. But that got out of control. That's all that happened with the Bradley Manning thing. And so Snowden took attention away from his trial. No Bradley Manning advertisement. Who cares? Throw the book at him. Okay, we got Snowden. Got a guy with some laptops at the NSA, CIA, H.A.A.R.P, Tempest, Darpa. They just can't find, considering this guy used to work for him. And one of the standards, Russia, and you know this, is brain mapping for anybody that works for them. They are the fucking mental police, the cognitive fucking watchers. And I mean, you're telling me that they're brain mapping me every fucking day. They got people all around me doing all this shit. And you're telling me Edward Snowden was able to beat their brain mapping shit, number one. Number two, he's never talked about DARPA. Number three, he's never gone on record about the brain mapping and DARPA and the cognitive police. Number four, he just exposed when everyone came out and said, oh, well, the NSA owns basically AOL and works with Google and this and this. And he just made a little fucking map that any person that knows business and that knows who really owns these corporations could have made the same fucking map, but for business. Because all those corporations are subsidiaries of the CIA and NSA, which he didn't point out, and which the CIA and NSA and all of those companies are owned by the British. So that makes all those companies that he pointed out in his little, I'm releasing all this, he never pointed out that all of this is owned by the British. Edward Snowden. So then let's get into the technical part of what Edward Snowden, the purpose that he served for the NSA and CIA, to get into Japanese, Chinese, Russian, everybody's security systems. Edward Snowden single-handedly, because of the neo-Nazi Rothschilds and Windsors and all their networks blowing this fucking snow job up everybody's fucking ass, and mainly Japan's, because they got to keep an eye on Japan. So Japanese, I want you to understand, because of Snowden, you have a serious security leak. When he sat down in Japan, he went to Japan for a reason. Okay? Snowden not only was a hacker for the NSA, CIA, I also suspect him being a biological weapon. And what do I mean by biological weapon? The same shit they use on me and Laurel Aston as mind control assassins. This shit they don't fuck around with. They don't talk about it. It's at the highest level of security. It is completely undetectable. This is the shit I fought off with these frequencies and am continuing to destroy as they try to hack into me and get me back under control. Edward Snowden didn't beat this shit. I can promise you this. Edward Snowden is a Sith, highly trained, and when he stepped down in Japan, Japan got infected. This shit searches out government officials and assassins, and whoever else is on their hit list. Then Russia was so stupid to take him in, and then Putin was even more stupider to get in a hot tub with this stupid motherfucker and take pictures. Hey, Putin, this stuff that he is filled with, that Japan and Russia and everybody's infected with, and they communicate with it through RF frequencies. If Snowden took a shit in Japan, it got in Japan's sewer system, and that's it. That's over. If Snowden took a shit in Russia, that's all it took. Because that's how it's designed. It goes in your stomach, like, just like that Gua'uld shit. Snowden had a Sith. Snowden had an undetectable Sith in him, probably a fucking Queen Sith, when he went to Russia and Japan. I can guarantee you. And what do I mean by a Sith? I mean a parasite grown in a government lab. If he's scanned, it'll look just like any other normal parasite that thousands of humans have. That's what it's designed to look like. But it's not. So then, here's the Kepper of Snowden, and listen up, intelligence agencies in Japan and Russia. Quit blowing smoke up that man's ass and putting him on fucking TV. He's an assassin. So by Snowden going on TV in Japan and everybody making a big deal out of him with WikiLeaks, which is also fucking CIA, NSA bullshit truthers. So then Snowden was the big man, and they've made sure everybody in the intelligence world knew about the bullshit document report that he released. Say, oh, if you got Google, if you got Yahoo, if you got this and this and this, NSA is in you. NSA is watching you. I mean, come on. You can't tell me Russian intelligence didn't already fucking know this. You can't tell me Japan intelligence didn't already know this, because all those companies are subsidiaries of CIA and NSA. All of them. Especially AOL Time Warner, especially Google. So, I mean, this is a given. You don't have to even be in the intelligence world to know this. You just have to know finance. And then put two and two together. Oh, it's another British fucking pyramid. Freemason pyramid. That's all it is. And then Snowden comes out and says, oh, this company. Well, no shit, Snowden. Give me something that educated people didn't already fucking know. So what happened was the uneducated people in the intelligence world said, oh shit, we need to change our firewalls. So Snowden carried around a virus to Japan that was launched the minute he connected with the fucking Wi-Fi when he got to Japan. Same with Russia, because he had to be connected with WikiLeaks. He need to get online. Whatever. So, it was launched. And basically, to make a long story short, this virus consisted of connecting to the old firewall before everyone put up their new firewalls. So because of the Snowden epidemic and the panic that it caused all the intelligence people from Russia to Japan that were already hacking into NSA, CIA, computers, whatever, NSA couldn't figure out how they were doing it, so they devised Snowden. So what they did was attach everything to the outside of everyone's old firewall. So then when they dropped their old firewall and put up their new firewalls, which they would have had to, even if it was for a fifth of a second, this mechanism, this virus, was designed to stick to the old firewall and stay in between the new firewall. It would take years of encoding to get this out. That's what Snowden did. So, now let's get on to the adjustment part. Now you know the NSA, CIA, and Red Dragon is in everybody's computer systems thanks to Snowden, Russia. So now they can do a massive adjustment on everybody. And even in your intelligence computers. And what do I mean? Well, say, gee, we got Japanese guys coming to help Mr. Zacchaeus right now. And Japan's on their way. And actually, Russia, you don't remember this, but you've already sent 3 battalions to Mexico, and they did adjustments on you. And those troops, vamos, you don't even remember them, and they deleted everything of it from your systems. This is what Snowden did. So Japan, I want you to understand their next move for an adjustment is the Snowden bug. If things get really too hot and they start to really panic, they will use a time shift and wipe out the existence of people that you won't even remember because it's a time shift. And then with your computers, with the Snowden bug, they delete everything of it. This is what the Red Dragon does. This is their adjustment. So, Russia, wake the fuck up. You've already sent troops. You sent troops about a month and a half, 2 months ago, when shit got really crazy, and then they just did this type of adjustment. And I remember, but those troops, nothing happened. All of a sudden, we're back on the satanic timeline, huh? So when I tell you, Russia, move, you move. When I give technology and say the time is now, I mean the time is now. Don't waste my fucking time because you have no idea what you're up against. And by giving these motherfuckers another minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes is too much. Why do you think I released Black Sand to the Japanese emperor? Send the ninjas. Because if there's no one with their fingers on the buttons, they can't do it. I told you this is Assassin Radio. I'm killing all the bullshit. So now you really understand the adjustment. Russia, France, French Foreign Legion, Japan, China. This is what they do, and they've been killing soldiers and not leaving any trace of their families and friends. They can do that. We're talking about Nazis, the Bolsheviks that stem from Stalin. And Stalin was the man that would kill your whole family and then go around to everybody that knew you and paint over the pictures. Then the Nazis adopted this tradition. Then the Nazis got relocated to the United States under Operation Paperclip and started continuing to do this tradition with assassins from Project Montauk. What do you think we were trained to do? They sent us back in time to specifically kill someone, the first of someone's bloodline, so then when we came back to this time, there's no existence of them. They trained me to do this as a child assassin. They didn't tell me why this person needed to die, why we needed to go here. They just said, do it. And then when I would get back, sometimes things would be adjusted in this time more so than they could have fathomed, because the person that they had the child assassin wipe out caused a huge time shift, and more so than they don't even remember. So then they hook us up to the machine and view the last timeline where I was originally from and sent from, so they could understand exactly what was adjusted and how the shift took place. Now do you understand? Do you think I'm full of shit? How about talking about this, Snowden, to Russians? I hope they fucking gut you, you fucking bitch. This is what Snowden did. And if anyone wants to doubt me, that's fine. I'll post the other Snowden videos up under this video so you can watch them yourself, done by educated people that knew that motherfucker's a shill. That R.T. was started by a fucking Zionist, and they continue to put that bullshit motherfucker on TV. When everybody, and let's be honest, everybody in the Russian intel, in the real Russian intel, don't like that motherfucker. It's obvious. And Putin took a bath with them. Now, who's in control of Putin? Let's be honest. It ain't Russia anymore. He had mind control assassin shit in him and with him, people. Bottom line. And without my knowledge, don't think when you get into the mind control assassin shit, don't think just these frequencies will help you. It won't. I have other techniques that took me 3 years to develop. 3 years of being hacked into by them. 3 years of torment, 3 years of fucking gaining obscene amounts of weight and then having my memory wiped. You have no idea what you're up against. But this is why they're so arrogant and think they can't be stopped. I'm stopping them by myself with shit I made at home. And, a video. And the truth. So anyway, people, walk in the light, spread the word, and hey, Darpa, Tempest, NSA, H.A.R.P, Mexican, Gulf, Nazi, cartel. Quit hacking into my shit. Because I can guarantee you, everyone that's hacked into me and that's hacked into my shit, you're dead. What the fuck do you think black sand means, you stupid bitches? Without your time shift shit, you can't bring your people back. You can't adjust shit to suit you. You can't do it anymore. Now, once you're dead, you're dead. Figure that out and think about that. Peace.
Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the sock with the bell on it. Fuck your gay ass fairy faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. But my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you. Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the sock with the bell on it. Fuck your gay ass fairy faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. But my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you. Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck your gay ass fairy faggot accent. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. But my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Get down.